You know that feeling when you watch an old Disney movie? That pure, innocent magic. Well, a lot of that magic came from one boy. A kid who was the voice and face of a generation's childhood. His name was Bobby Driscoll. If you were a kid in the late 40s or early 50s, Bobby was the star. Walt Disney himself discovered him, and he was the first actor ever to be put under a personal contract with the studio. He was Johnny in Song of the South, Jim Hawkins in Treasure Island. He was everywhere. And then came the role of a lifetime. The boy who would never grow up. Come on, everybody. Here we go. That was him. Bobby Driscoll was the voice and the live-action reference model for Peter Pan. He brought that mischievous, adventurous spirit to life. For his incredible work, he even won a special juvenile Oscar. He was on top of the world, living a dream in Neverland. He was Disney's golden boy. But here's the thing about Neverland. You can't stay there forever. And for Bobby, growing up wasn't a choice, it was a curse. As he hit his late teens, he developed severe acne. The studio, which had once celebrated his boyish charm, now saw him as a problem. The makeup artist struggled to cover it up, and that perfect, childlike image was fading. In 1953, right after Peter Pan was released, Disney terminated his contract. Just like that, the magic was gone. The boy who was celebrated for being a boy was now being punished for becoming a man. This rejection sent Bobby into a downward spiral. He struggled to find work. Hollywood, which had built him up, now turned its back on him. He fell in with the wrong crowd and began using drugs, desperately trying to escape the pain of his lost career. His life became a string of arrests and failed attempts to get clean. His last film was in 1958. After that, he vanished from the public eye. He moved to New York City in the mid-60s, hoping for a fresh start on the stage, even getting involved in Andy Warhol's art scene. But it was too little, too late. The damage was done. In March 1968, two kids playing in an abandoned tenement building in Greenwich Village found a body. The man had no ID, no money, nothing to say who he was. The cause of death was heart failure, likely caused by his long-term drug use. He was only 31 years old. With no one to identify him, he was buried in an unmarked pauper's grave on Hart Island. A year and a half later, Bobby's mother was desperately trying to find him, hoping to reunite him with his dying father. It was only through a fingerprint match that she finally learned the horrifying truth. Her son, the boy who flew to Neverland, the star who had won an Oscar, had died alone and was buried as a John Doe. The boy who never wanted to grow up was forced to, and the world that loved him as a child simply threw him away. It's a tragic, heartbreaking reminder of the dark side of childhood fame.